Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of One in the Chamber. This is going to be a campaign run by myself, Mariner, who's usually played such great characters like Brock and that one
Mic
half
off.
and that one high elf bitch. Um, Joining me for this one will be Moogle, Jeebus, Miser, and Harley, and we will be having a hopefully fun time, or maybe not. Maybe someone will die within the first 5 seconds. I don't control that. That's up to the dice, and we shall begin. All right. As all of you arrive at the spiral station, your senses are immediately overwhelmed. The smell of fresh food and the sound of merchants peddling their wares. The rich having their servants, magically inclined or not, heaving luggage from one end of the station to the other, and a booming voice shouting out instructions from a weird black box that maybe some of you may have seen and others of you have not. And right, and going throughout this market is literally screams and shouts of almost every language imaginable. In each of your possession is a golden ticket accompanied by a list of names that you have never seen before. It was given to you prior. As per instructions in the letter, you are to find the people on said letter that will be your group that you were divided into. Once you are corralled together, you are instructed to board the train, and due to some rather unforeseen circumstances, you won't be in the car with the other groups that are heading towards the Padrino Manor, but rather a group meant for the rich heading to the manor for a masquerade. The ticket also grants you access to all the cabins, food, and drink while on the train, but you are first required to find your team. So, happy hunting. All right, let me just move the map real quick. Starting up, we have a Tabaxi male seems to stroll through the spiral station as he seems to be wandering. A lot of this technology seems to be new, different, probably something he wouldn't have experienced before in his life, but now he stands, and you could throw yourself wherever on the map, Miser. Let me. Oh. Stands before the station in complete. How does Fangs feel about this, Miser?
No, this technology is unnatural. I still do not understand why I was chosen.
So as you're
So,
walking. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Fangs on Blades is my name, or his name, and he's more of a wildland savage, or someone that's well out of the realm of technology. And his thoughts on most technology and things of civilization is a bit unnatural.
So as you're walking by and you hear all these different peddlers and kind of looking around, you notice a gentleman, and I will shift see his image real quick. That is not shift B, that is control C. You notice what looks like a skeletal man holding a revolver, kind of just walking around. Yeah. Sorry. And I will shift C fangs real quick. There you go. But you see this skeletal man kind of walking around, surveying the area, and as he stops, he looks at you, Fangs, like, well, shoot. Um, hello?
What what
Um,
sorcery are you?
I mean, I'm not really sorcery, I'm more of a man, can't you see, by this great figure? And he kind of just like shows himself off.
Fangs looks him up and down, gets a little too close to the personal space, You look like a walking corpse.
I mean, that's
I
quite rude,
have.
sir. I try to like adjust myself every day, do some cardio.
Yes, something of that manner. I have a trophy that reminds me greatly of your vistage.
Okay then. Can I ask what you're doing here? Because normally we don't get your kind here, and it's kind of unsettling.
I'd reckon so. Nor would I be here if it's not for this invitation that was forced upon me.
Oh, you're one of them. Are you like that party going crowd that go a little too hard sometimes? And
Hmm.
Fangs, roll me a perception check real quick.
Sure.
That's in GM, but I still see it, so
Oh,
it's fine.
I do apologize. Let
It
me
is
check
an
that out.
18. Um, so what you noticed, even though, and kind of from what this skeletal man had pointed out to you, a lot of people around this plaza are wearing like really intricately woven masks of different colors with gems, feathers sticking out, the like just basically the whole 9 yards for what we would know as a general masquerade ball kind of mask.
To Fang's point of view, they're just wearing cheap and poor imitation of leather and steel and proper hides. They look just too frail, too fragile to even be considered proper hunting gear.
Mic off.
He looks at this thing in front of him. He'll
Mic
pace around
off.
a little bit, sizing it up.
Mic off.
Do you need
Mic off.
help then
Mic
with
off.
something? He's just kind of looking
Yes,
at you.
you can say that. I'm looking for. Looks at the ticket. Whatever these individuals are.
Let me see. I don't know this one. Oh, oh shoot! They finally got Deli. Darn. And I definitely don't know this one. Uh, Here's what I can tell you. First off, since you're kind of growling in personal space, I'm I can probably put out like a thing in the loudspeaker just to get them going, or at least notify someone that some cat is looking for these people. Um, Also, if you want, you could roll a investigation on the skeletal man, since you are kind of in his personal space a little bit,
Oh, for
and you'd
sure.
probably notice this.
Oh, that's intimidation. Wrong one.
You're going to scare the man. You do notice on his he has a small little
Mic
star
off.
badge on his left
Mic off.
chest, up towards where like a
Mic
little bit of
off.
cloth is hanging out, and it says Deadeye on it.
Hmm. Is Deadeye your name or title? Or is that a trophy you've attained?
Well, this was given to me when I was instructed to watch the station, and I just took the name upon myself. My name's Deputy Deadeye, and he kind of just looks at you, and I will show everyone.
Link established. Mic off.
I do not know how a skull could have eyes, but I
It, it's a
suppose.
it's a turn of phrase. Do you not? You're from the you're from the other side of the South, aren't you?
There's just a smug smirk on Fang's. I'll leave that to you to ponder.
Okay, then I'm gonna just go get and try to notify some of your friends, if you can call, or work acquaintances, whatever, have written down on the letter. And I'm just gonna do that right now. That's this weird as hell little cat. Yeah, yeah. And he just kind of storms off. So thanks. As you're kind of looking around and Deputy Deadeye kind of walks off,
Actually,
you.
he's going to be following him.
Oh my god. Okay. I guess you don't like personal space. That's cool too. I'm fine with this.
I am following you to ensure you inform these. What was the word you used? Work people?
What work associates? Yes.
Yes, indentured servants.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. That's not exactly what that means, but we will just push past that right now because I don't want to die more than I already am.
So you are of the unnatural.
I mean, you can say that, yes, but alrighty. And as you're kind of walking through towards this thing, Fangs, you think back to how exactly you got here, and let me just do this and flip the map real quick because I got some music. Where is it? Nope, that's the wrong music.
Mic
Well,
on.
shit!
Mic off.
Shit, indeed!
There we go.
Okay.
All right, you are right here. Tribe. Bangs.
Mm-hmm.
You are currently being put through a brutal test right now. Every so often, just to ensure the strength and endurance of those not in the blood arena, you would be often tested by, you would know this individual as Bathes in Blood or simply Blood, and I will shift see him real quick, as he constantly would put any of the indentured workers, or rather those not of his clan, to the test, and constantly is not above killing them or making these things too brutal for those not unable to survive. And then as you're kind of getting through this, he kind of looks at you as you're towards the end. It's like, still alive, are we?
Have a hard time picking a place to die.
You know, I would cut your tongue if Claude didn't have his own way.
I say this while I just grunt with gritted fangs. And I just simply say, well, that is a pity we don't have our desired quarry then.
And you hear like a deep guttural growl from behind his mouth, and he's like, for now, once you're done getting all your blood all over the ground, Claw wants to see you. Something important, apparently.
Ah. I suppose I shall excuse myself and go see him then.
Let me roll something. Oh. Did it roll? Yes, it did. Pog. What is your AC?
It is a 16.
Okay. He goes to punch you in the gut, kind of like a cheap shot, but kind of misses as you're still a little bit lower onto the ground and
Alright.
just getting up.
And in retaliation,
Damn. Roll damage. Forgot to turn that on. You kind of slash him and you give him a little bit of a decent sized scratch across his chest as you kind of rear in and retract your claws with a little bit of blood, and he's just looking at you like he's about to fucking cut your head off with one of the swords in his hand, but he knows. Hold on, actually I have to roll. I'm curious if man will be raging.
I'll be also activating this as well.
He thankfully is keeps his composure because he's probably dealt with a shit ton of people that tried to fight him back, and just looks at you and just scoffs like, "You're gonna try to kill me. At least try to hit harder."
Oh, that wasn't a killing attempt, Blood. That's just something to remember me by.
So you make your way towards this tent, which you would know as the chieftain tent, where mostly Claw and the other of the
Yeah.
higher order of the Red Claw would gather.
I will, as I'm leaving, I will actually stalk around Blood. Even though
Alright.
he's much more bigger and superior than to me, I'm just not one who's going to immediately turn my back away from him.
Oh yeah, he was thinking about taking a few cheap shots, but again, just because of how the quote-unquote law of the jungle works, and they kind of need some of you to survive to help defend, because they can't do everything. He's holding back on bated breath, despite like having his hands tightly gripped around the sword. Alrighty. Now let me grab a jam layer. And as you head to the tent, you see... Where is it? Doop. So I'm not on the right layer. There we go. You see this individual. Who you would known as... you have come to know as Claws of Pure Red, or simply Claw. And he's standing looking at you. Psst. Did you And he says, I can't think of what to say. My brain just shut off. Been a minute. Must we always pick fight with those that wish to rule us? Do you wish to lose your tongue in your hand? Or perhaps go back to the Bud Arena that some of us had handpicked you away from?
So, unlike before with Blood, Fangs actually shows a bit more respect and reverence toward Claw. And he will still show a little bit of the rough personality, but it's not so much where he's like bearing his fangs out. It's more covering them while keeping a huffed and puffed attitude. I have always been taught to fight for my place, Chief.
Yes, but here, your place is below the dirt itself, so fighting to claim something more of that can end with a broken skull, or even worse, fed to our own.
Perhaps, but at the very least, I know that I would have fought for a chance to climb the hierarchy.
Well, as luck or fates would have it, it seems that the hierarchy wants, or the elders have consulted on something, and you see in his hand a pigot and a piece of paper.
So this will be the first time Fangs will actually see something like this.
Mhm.
He knows what paper and parchment is, but looking at it in the weird shape that it is, it's not practical to Fangs. And he'll just look at it as like, is that a spell scroll?
Yeah, no. We wouldn't even bother to touch that disgusting magic. It's an invitation to what the humans would call a party, but this one is specifically a rite of passage, so to speak.
Is it one of those arena blood parties?
If it was, do you think we would have given this to you?
I would have understood that I was expendable.
No, this is more a party of proving one's worth in order to get as the ticket itself put it, a large sum of money from a short pile. Personally, I don't think you care about gold as much as I do either. But, according to this, you will be put in a team, which again, I do not give shits about. But there is the proclamation of fighting other teams in order to obtain something, and that is something we would be interested in. Killing those who oppose our views in order to prove your worth now.
I suppose. Still. Is this a common thing?
From what I've been told from some of our scouts, this is a once a year where multiple adventures are selected. So it seems like more of an annual festivity of sorts. Less of a hunting party and more of a celebration without the final kill, so to speak.
And I am unworthy of making such kills, is what I gather.
Quite the opposite. You're the one who was invited out of all of us, and many of us had discussed whether or not to even give it to you, considering your rank. But some, including myself, had vouched that this can be a way to prove yourself.
So now Fangs on Blades actually narrows his eyes upon hearing that he was specifically selected, and even he's sharing a bit of thoughts on that. The old voice is concerned. I was specifically selected.
The gentleman that seems to run this party has no shortage of gold. Seems to have ways to view everyone and a random chance to pick out and choose people that he desires. It's less of knowing who you're picking and more so, I want this individual to fight because I pulled them from this random bowl.
That sounds suspicious, if you ask me.
It does. But personally, I do not care for the matter, even if it does. Because why not just go and kill him anyway and get all. And just prove yourself that they are weak and inferior?
So this individual selected me thinking I was the inferior of the tribe.
That we cannot know. We just know that you were selected. Doesn't seem to be any prerequisite for selection from what I've been told.
I see. Very well. I shall take up this invitation to the hunt.
And then he will hand you the ticket and the list, which I don't have a list for, but basically the list would say the name of Deli, Justice, and Diana. I'm not going to put the last names, but. And that would be. And under it is like, find these people, enter the train, have fun.
Fangs will look at these names, look at the writing. He is literate, but at the same time, just looking at these names, it's just. I do not understand. Two of these should be named, but they sound like spell components.
That's why we don't touch things in the north. They seem a bit confusing, rather awkward at times.
I suppose I shall see if they're worth their metal.
Well, I do hope that you are at least able to bring back some of the heads on a spike, because it gets quite boring just watching our own kind and even some of these slavers, and you kind of notice blood is picking up some of the corpses of the people that failed his training course and just like starting to sharpen some spikes. And I'd rather see a human or something different on a pike for once.
And Fangs will actually look at his own personal human's head trophy. I suppose so.
All right. And that's what Fang's got there. All right, who is next? Meanwhile, as Deputy Deadeye and Fangs are having the fun time of their life, Fangs literally stalking this dead man, which is scary. Just change back to train ambiance. There we go. So, wait, that's a glassy-eyed woman walks into a train station. Her mind not really focused on the hustle and bustle that seems to drown out the visual scenes, but rather interests that lie around her and in her peripheral vision to feel around. As she kind of walks around, people seem to get close to her, and before they get too close, she kind of just dodges to the left or right, almost as if turning on a dime, but still not crashing into these people. Just Moogle, you could throw Justice on the map, and you can introduce your character. What?
It's a placeholder, folks.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll change eventually. Anyway, go on if you wish to introduce your character.
So yeah, a 5'10" tiefling woman. She's wearing fairly common looking garbs, button up shirt, pants. She's got a buckskin duster around her shoulders. She's got a long stick that she's using. She's tap, tap, tap back and forth as she's moving ahead. Pair of glasses hide her, well, don't really hide the glassy white of her eyes as she enters the station.
As you make your way down, you also have your ticket in hand, but this one was specifically written in Braille, which means that whoever sent this obviously knows about your current condition. And for people that don't know, just so we don't have to explain this a million times, Justice is blind. If they couldn't get the interpretation from Glassy Eyed. So you just walk down. What do you do?
She kind of moves down, just starts listening.
You hear a bunch of noises as you try to focus. Make me a perception as well. Holy shit, why is everyone rolling so well on their perceptions? They're really good at hearing. So
We're gonna
you hear someone getting murdered in a back alley, about to get stabbed by. You hear a lot of different noises. There's languages that you've probably never heard of. There's people speaking with infernal tongues, with elvish tongues, with even a few tongues that you pretty sure shouldn't be a language and are probably just throwing things around. But as you're kind of listening and you see a small, or you feel rather, a small kind of presence in your little aura, and I will get him 1 second. Where the fuck did he go? I know he's here somewhere. Here he is. You see, or rather feel, this individual. And he's kind of looking at you like, uh, well, be quite honored. What the heck is you? He's kind of looking at you. Moogle?
Yeah, I know. She's just kind of standing there silently, still listening. She's not entirely sure.
He's just gonna start checking her. Hello, are you like, is you dead? Like, do you respond? Are you like one of them machines?
The stick kind of slides over, hits his knee, or not the knee, but probably his ankle. Not roughly, just. Are you
You actually
speaking to
tap him.
me?
You actually go for his knee. You kind of hit him in the gut, because I forgot to mention this is a gnome.
Well, no, she's sliding it along the ground.
Oh, okay. I mean, I hope so, unless you ain't responding, because you seem kind of confusion.
No, I know right where I bloody well am. I mean,
Does you
it's at the
now?
train station, correct?
So you kind of get the idea that like he from like the shift of his head, like looking back and forth, like, I hope so. Otherwise, I'd been lost for a while now. And you, one thing actually, when you hit his knee, you hear like a metal clank, and kind of from that sound vibration, you actually notice all around his body is just covered with like a shit ton of pots. Like just all kinds of different uh weird iron pots just surround this man. It's like, can I sell you something or
She steps forward, takes off this leather glove off her right hand, just kind of slowly starts reaching out,
oh
touches his
god, are you
face, touching the
oh
pans.
oh
Are you
god,
a
are you getting
pen
pressure?
golem?
No, 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 no. I'm just like, hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Ryan Pandan. Shut that plan real quick.
I see. That is an unfortunate name, I suppose.
No, 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 no. That's one of my given names, and this here be my sales associate. And you see him kind of reach over his shoulder and kind of pull up this small little, shrink it down, but I will shift it. Shit. Shit. There. God damn it. Whatever. I'll leave that size for now. You see like a small little ferret with glasses. Like, this here's Lenny. He's the reason why my business doing so well. Oh, he just holds out like this white ferret that has these weird fangled glasses on its face.
I mean, of course, she can't see any of this.
Oh
so
yeah,
she
I know, I know. Here, do you want to feel him too? He's sometimes he doesn't let people hold him, but he sometimes whispers in my ear how to do a good sale.
Yeah, she'll kind of just slowly motion over to where she thinks he's supposed to be. She's supposed to be touching.
He'll just put Lenny in your hand, and you feel like this warm kind of fur of a ferret. It's soft, plushy, and it's really kind of relaxing. Now then, since you have touched Lenny and we have signed the contract, would you like to buy some of my pans or something that I have on me? I got some sliding grease. I got some gnome toes. People keep telling me not to sell them, but they just won't let me not. And I got me some extra bacon grease that you can try to eat, and it kind of does well for the body.
She kind of sniffs the air. Oh, that's what that smell is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't showered in like, let me count. Lenny, what's 5 plus 20 again? 30 days.
Right. How about this? I'm not really, with my condition, a salesperson. Well, not salesperson. I mean, it's so loud in here. I'm not much of a culinary expert, so pots and pans and bacon grease are not something I'm inherently interested in at the moment. However, she kind of reaches in her coat. I do need to find some people, being that it seems like you know where you're way around here.
So I will
A
point this
gold.
out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Hmm?
You show him the note, correct?
No.
Okay. What are you
She just
handing
pulls
him?
out a gold and holds it between two fingers.
So you kind of feel him take it, and like you hear like a crunch from his teeth, kind of testing it. Yeah, yeah, that's real gold. Uh huh. Just gonna put this in my. And now, how can I be of service? What can the Dan Pan Man do for you?
I need to find an individual known as Fangs on Blade, someone named Deli, and she kind of pulls the note out, runs her finger across it. This is the DM, or me going, who's the last one?
Diana.
And someone named Diana. I'm a guest of a rich noble, supposed to meet these individuals and board the train.
Oh, you're one of them Fedrino folk. And you just hear like bit hit the ground. As for Daly, that man owns me some fucking shine, so I heard if he's coming here, maybe I could finally beat his ass and have him give me some. Plus, I think his fucking pet stole one of Lenny's toes. Try to nibble on him too for a little bit. Fucker played dead for like 20 minutes and then just didn't do anything.
She's definitely got an eyebrow raised, which is weird because she's just staring straight ahead, not even at him.
She's looking on into the sunset. Well, see, I'm just curious, if you don't mind me pestering and prodding, why do you need me to, like, assist you in some way? Or are you just, because you seem to be, like, hard of hearing because you didn't like hearing before, so is there something wrong with your up
Oh
there?
no,
Because
I heard you. But I also hear everyone else, including that person who just dropped 3 copper and 2 silver across the bay.
yeah, but Louis, stop dropping all the money. We're trying to rob this place. And you just kind of hear, God, let me just throw some random NPC. Fuck it. Whatever. So you just hear, like, the scattering, of course, and them yelling that. Well, shoot. So you're like one of them automatic detecto things.
I'm blind.
And I'm crazy. Don't you worry, little blind lady. I'll help you find your friends. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Probably get beat up, stabbed, shot, burned. You know, that old chestnut of the South. All right. So as you are dealing with this crazy old man, let me move to how you got here. Quick. And let me put on, where is it? There we go. Justice, you wake up in what would normally be, to most people, an amazing house. There's a lot of bay windows that let in streaks of sunlight. There's a library filled to the top with books. It's just got everything you could dream of. Problem is, a lot of this wasn't tailored towards you and more towards your father, and it's kind of like a practical joke that he put you in this house in the first place. With something that has great view over the city, just great view of everything, and you don't really get to see any of it. This day kind of starts out with any other, and you kind of, well, actually, what would a day of justice in this manner be like? I'm kind of curious. Oh wait, I didn't move the map. Fuck. Oh wait, I did.
Is this
Yeah,
the
well,
summer house, or is this like actually her house, like in Slanka?
this would be actually her house.
Probably getting waited on hand and foot.
So yeah, you'll have your maids basically come through, kind of help you bathe. You could throw yourself wherever on the map. This is the top floor. The bottom floor is right here. You are going through you're basically at the start of your day. You're calling your chambermaids. They're helping you get dressed, kind of get ready for what you would address as your teachings that your father had put you through. He had spent meticulous hours looking for a teacher, and you kept saying no until you found one specifically that you were looking for obvious reasons of more than just teaching things. So as you're kind of getting dressed and starting the day, you hear a decently loud knock at the door, and it's like, and sounds like almost a voice of thunder saying, "Is this the home of the blind Baroness? I believe her teacher is here." And you know that voice as it's someone that's often called you that nickname, though the tabloids seem to use it as the meaning. He uses it as more of a joke.
About bloody time.
And let me just GM layer. Where is it? Nope, didn't mean to do that. Forgot how to do it. Right click, that's right. Yeah. Shall I let myself in and assume that you're being waited on hand and foot, or am I actually going to get greeted for once? And this is him just yelling like thaumaturgy spell at the top of his lungs because he does not give a fuck.
Okay, so where are these stairs point out here?
They would go, yeah, right there. Right. I will shift Z this character when I get to the right layer. There we go. You've seen he is a rather finely dressed, a kind of pendant on his chest, and he seems to be carrying a dagger and a scabbard for a longsword that he usually keeps on hand. Well, good morning, sunshine. I believe the view is great from the bay windows. Have you tried looking? He just says with a smirk.
She begins like sliding down, or a hand to keep her
Mic
where
off.
she is. She's used to doing this in the house.
Mic off. Mic off.
She got
Powering
through
off.
42 brushes through my hair, which means you're late.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it supposed to be at 39? I lost count on the way over. He'll
Powering
probably
on.
walk up to you and
Battery low.
here's a
Mic
question.
off.
Would you be close enough that he would give you a hug and you'd be okay with it, or no?
Only him.
Okay, that's what I thought. So he'll give you a hug. It's good to see you. Though, I do think the Blind Baroness title is quite fitting for someone of your stature, and he says with a smile.
There's a clear twitch in the eyebrow. Of just, I fucking hate it.
People need to sell papers, dear. They need something to attach to, something to drive them. And when your father's not wrongly accusing people, it's better to at least have a different name for yourself now.
The owls have ears. You should be careful about who you accuse and say around here. Bloody
I worry-
bunch. Stop listening.
I worry not for my own safety at this point. I've lived long enough to see tyrants go and come and go. Your father is just another one that will soon be forgotten to ash. Now then, shall we begin our lesson? And he holds out a small, rather, it's not exactly like your cane, but rather a kind of practice stick that that he would usually give you.
Of course, that's what we're here for.
Yes. After about probably 2 or 3 hours of your teachings and lessons and just a general relaxation, you both make your way to the dining room and just and he's kind of sitting at the head of the table. Again, trying to be a little bit more an asshole to the general nobility of this house, but he kind of knows also what could happen if he pisses off the people. Well, you seem to be progressing quite well, to be honest. I'm quite glad that you at least understand the basics of your general surrounding area and how that would all function. So, but the reason why I was late, and I do apologize for your hairbrushing and ruining your moment, was I had acquired something on my way over. And he kind of walks over and holds out a ticket and a piece of paper.
Charging battery. Link established. Mic off.
Oh, leaving already?
Not yet, but I think you may be interested to read this. So basically, it would be again a golden ticket to the Fadrino Manor, as well as fuck, what was it? As well as the names Diana, Deli, and Fangs across this paper, but in Braille. And you can roll me a history because you would probably know this a little bit more considering where you're from. So you know of the Fadrino Manor again as something that is once a year that gathers all adventurers to come back, and most people that go normally don't come back outside of a group that's usually really rich, well off, and then really doesn't have to adventure that much anymore afterwards, but still will do so occasionally or pay people to do stuff for them. Basically, they become nobility in their own right of those who survive this. And it seems this year you are one of the lucky winners. Or not so much, depending on how you wish to view it.
Really? This isn't just another one of your bad jokes?
No, if it was, it wouldn't be written in Braille. I have no need to read the message of the language of the blind outside of just to teach people how to not use their eyes for their surroundings. Though,
Well,
convincing your father to let you go was quite the hassle. But in the end, the way I sliced it was, hey, you get your daughter out of your hair for a little bit. She can train to become a better person, and then also have a large amount of gold that you have your influence over.
I'm guessing you led with the gold, went with the gold, and talked about the gold, but forgot about the rest of this.
Oh, 100%. You think I would tell him anything else?
No, Fairhorn, I'm surprised you even let me go on this little journey. How many of the servants do I have to take along?
None. You are
Bullshit.
now. This is one of the few times because of how much gold you can acquire, or you can die. I don't think he cares either way, but if he gets money in his pockets, it's more on him. And if you die, then he never has to deal with anything, especially after what happened from before.
Right.
Now then, your cart should be here by tomorrow and be able to take you to the spinal station where hopefully you will meet these individuals. Probably a few others, but who knows at this point. And he will hand you a small box. This is a gift, a seeing eye creature. I'd recommend at least not opening it for the time being. But when you need to, then you can. And you can roll either a perception or investigation in the box. You hear, though it's very faint, you hear like some kind of sloshing around a little bit, and you occasionally hear a sound coming from it. Voice almost just got shot from that cheese. I
What
will say,
did you shove in a box?
You can open it now, or you can wait and not ruin the surprise. He says, with like a
I mean, I
smile
suppose
across.
anything in a box is a surprise, but yes, I suppose I can wait.
Think of it as a parting gift for until we meet again. I do hope you survive. Be kind of boring around the house, just tending to the chambermaids or talking to other students that don't wish to talk about politics or their wives. Just if you could feel a man roll his eyes, he is rolling his eyes so fucking hard.
Woe unto thee who can see and experience so much of the world. Wasn't that your favorite quote?
That it was. It's also. Sometimes I wish my eyes were plucked out, to be honest. Be more interesting that way.
Oh, I'm sure Father could make sure that happens if you really want.
Sadly, he pays me too much for now to do what little he doesn't know about. What are they called? The deeds in the dark.
Well, I suppose that I should get ready for this. Everything you've taught me had better pay off, I suppose.
Also, do be careful when you go out. You do know at least of how guns work, and I'd prefer someone not get their hand and start putting one to your temple.
She actually kind of turns. The glasses slide down as she stares at him. It's very weird because she doesn't move her eyes.
I just look at him like deadpan. Alrighty.
If they get that close, I suppose you've failed.
And I see then you failed to open the box. Darn shame, too. Would have made for a great present. And he says with a smile as he kind of clicks his heels together to kind of signal that he's heading out, which would have been was a normal thing for him, just so you know that he's leaving. Alrighty.
She lifts the box up and listens to it again.
Roll me one more perception. All right, this time you hear a lot more sloshing. It sounds kind of watery almost, and you still hear that sound again, but a lot more louder and profuse. With that perception, roll me a nature at disadvantage.
Nature at disadvantage.
Because I don't think you would have seen this thing ever. Also, you can't see. Yeah, you don't know what that is. Could be a bird, could be some weird sloshing creature that just probably shit in the box. You don't fucking know.
He just gave me a fish in a box, didn't he?
God, imagine. Alrighty. That's 2 down. So as Justice is heading with this frying pan man and his business associate, fucking Lenny, the best boy, we are going to flip over to a certain halfling woman, if I can talk. My tongue is going today. It's been a long night. But anyway, you see a halfling woman kind of skulking around, just going from place to place, a rapier on her side and a hood hiding her face, kind of just dashing in between crowd, and seems to be on a mission to find someone. All right, Diana, you can throw your token down, and you can kind of describe your character, and I will shift Z's them. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you can, if you wish to describe your character and name, feel free to do so.
All right, this is Diana. She is a halfling rogue, and she has dirty blonde hair. She always wears the hood. That's something that she'll never get rid of as sentimental value. And she has green eyes, and she's a little sassy.
Little sassy individual. So, as you come to this immaculate kind of well-lit station, you are tasked with finding an individual. You kind of look around for a little bit. Roll me a perception with advantage because you're actually looking for some other other person other than the ones on your list, and you would kind of at least know.
Why does it say click to drag what?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's just for 3D dice.
Oh, I've never seen that before. There we go. We're good.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry. Thankfully, the DC wasn't horrible because you look around for a little bit and then you notice the man you are looking for, and I will shift Z this fine individual. You see a what you would consider a moon elf playing a violin and just singing away. There seems to be a cup of coin at his feet, and then you notice someone knock it over and be like, "Lewis, for the love of God, don't knock over that man's cup." And you just notice some copper and some silver spill out. But yeah,
Oh,
so there is that individual who you're looking for, is it no?
okay. I'm
Yep.
going to go up to the individual, and I'm gonna look at the coins, but I'm going to put my hands in my pockets.
Oh, hello, madam. May I interest you in a song, no? Is the time to, as they say, enjoy the moment, no? Or perhaps throw a coin in the jar for the bard, no? And he just kind of
Sure.
looking at you.
Do you know any etudes?
I know any what, sorry? Know any what,
Etudes
sorry?
on the violin.
Roll. Okay.
Is any
Okay.
classical piece?
Yes, I know a few here and there. I rolled like ass though. I got his modifiers. Okay. I dabble here and there, but perhaps you would prefer a different tune, perhaps that of the looking for one individual, no? And he kind of looks at you with a smirk on his face as he kind of slowly, how would I say it? He kicks the cup back up and kind of like stands it straight back up at his feet.
I'm actually looking for you.
Then yes, you have found the one and only Barbatos El Clef. He shows players.
I'm
Or
Diana.
as they it is a pleasure to meet you, Diana. I am sadly, as they say, disguised. Though most people don't expect Bard to be very thief-like. So I do apologize for appearance. And this, by the way, isn't Thieves' And to kind of just to break character for a little bit, Thieves' would basically mean that sentences, at least to everyone else, will be a lot longer and broken down. But to you, since you are a rogue and of the same place that he is, you can understand what he's saying and basically pick apart the sentences.
Okay.
So, I heard you are here to find certain individuals as put on the list.
Yes, normally I'm really good at finding my marks, but I'm new to the area.
Ah, yes. This is, as they say, the rich man's game, where we must learn to prosper and live among them. Let me see, let me see. Marks, marks. Do you have anything on you that could signify perhaps who you are looking for?
Yes.
All right. So I'm guessing you
Um,
hand him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
sorry. I'll hand him the golden ticket I have.
Okay. Whoa. I know this one, at least these two, or rather this one, and he kind of points to Justice's name. This is the one they call the Blind Baroness. The tabloids love to grill her up. This personal drivel, if you ask me.
Sounds pretty important.
Yes. Many have tried to assassinate her, sadly. She is usually with gods or others, so perhaps that's what they are looking for. Or at least, from my understanding, you are just to scout until something were to happen? He's kind of looking at you.
Oh, sorry, I was writing something.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
This is good. But I will help you and assist you if anyone were to ask. We are rather interesting couple just looking to have fun time and enjoy vacation. Or perhaps a bard escort that you had paid for. And he kind of winks and just picks the cup towards her.
You said you know 2 names on the list.
Yes, the other one is known for the Moonshine Distillery. He tends to not frequent this place, but frequent a lot of the mire, and a lot of his moonshine comes through this place, even though he himself doesn't wish to come. It's more like a little rat thing, carries it on its back and rolls down, drops it off like a huge box, and then leaves.
All right. If you have any other information, that'd be greatly appreciated. There's some silver in it for you.
Alas, I have what I have given you, but as I said, I will probably accompany you just to make sure. And once you are on your own, then you are truly on your own. Just follow your mark and track them. Personally, I would just like to at least meet some of them just so can remember a face. It's the one thing I do love is to at least understand how every person works. And remember, you can't spell Barbatos without Bard. You realize there's no D in his name, and you're like, this guy
Mike on.
might not be.
How the fuck do you spell Barbados?
Bard requires a D. It's Barbatos, not dose.
Toast. Okay, well, that's my problem.
That's the joke because the accent makes it sound like a D.
I apologize, and I will go back on mute.
Mic off.
She gives him a little like up and down because she has some issues trusting people. Fine, only because I don't know where I'm going and I'm small.
Being small is not a disadvantage, but some people see it as a good thing because you can meld into crowds better. Me, I like to create a scene. Something I learned from my teacher who was probably yours as well, though he was not one for making one. And as we do that, I don't have Thieves Guild music, so someone please find me some Thieves Guild music.
I'll just sing it.
Thieves Guild, Thieves Guild. And copyright strike.
It's not copyrighted if we write it ourselves.
Now, YouTube will find a way. Hold on, I got some bar royalty free music. That'll probably work. I think this will work. Smooth. Yeah, this will definitely work. Because it is more.
Mic on.
Way better than what I was about to put on.
All right, it's on
Mic
loop.
off.
So you walk into. You are right. Did I move the map? Yes, I did. You are right. That clap timing was perfect, actually.
I
Like
provide my
magic,
feedback.
you clapped your hands and you magically went into a flashback. It's really weird how that happened. Anyway, so you walk into the Thieves Guild. You have come here many times before. You see 3 individuals who I will shift view real quick. You see this human woman nursing a pint of ale.
Very
You
cute.
see this halfling woman with an umbrella kind of just chilling. And you see this tiefling man in decent fineries and having 2 really gorgeous made fans kind of on the table right now. They're
He is
closed, but what's up?
He's fabulous.
Thank you. I try. Never seen that artwork before in my life. Whoever the artist is probably gonna sue me. Anyway.
Since I've been here before, are they regulars? Do I know them?
Yes, you would know
Okay.
the woman as Septum, or the human woman as Septum. You would know the tiefling man as Casper. And here I will, because I only have his token made, because I threw the other two in the whim. And you would know the halfling woman just as Lady Luck. She doesn't really seem to have any other name. And that's what everyone seems to call her around the bar. She's usually... How would I put this? She's sometimes looks at you as competition, but tries not to take all your marks, but sometimes, well, accidents happen kind of person.
Got it.
Because she's just lucky, as as she puts it.
All right, I'm going to scurry to the bar.
Oh, hello, Diana. It is nice that you answered our call. It has been quite some time since I've been to the Thieves Guild. How are things with your family and parents and all?
They're very well. Thanks for asking. Brothers are a bit much though.
It is the family life, no? Where some people tend to be a little bit overbearing, but they do mean well, no?
They do. They don't quite approve of my thieving so much.
They don't understand that sometimes to make coin you have to break coin. Or break spine. Though that is very rare that most of us wish to do that. And she looks over at Lady Luck, who's just kind of whistling.
No, well, what they don't know won't hurt them.
It's true. Back in my olden days, I remember I was a fan of tipping my fans with some poisons that I had learned from my old teacher. Made for quick and efficient kills, though the teacher was kind of an asshole. Thank God he is dead.
Oh. So that's a good thing that he's dead.
Oh, quite. He always talked about hierarchy and believed himself better than everyone. So, as a kind of trophy in a sick way, I took his boots. You kind of see like these very nicely, intricately woven boots that seem to like shimmer and shine almost to kind of match the floor. And as he walks, because most boots would leave scuff sounds, you notice that these boots do not.
Oh well, that's something I can drink to. And then she just taps the bar twice to signal for a drink.
And as you do, almost like magic, basically, it's two hands kind of slide you an ale glass.
Yeah.
And yeah, are you sipping it or are you like just straight up downing it?
Sipping it. She's small.
Okay. Okay, you don't have to roll a con save. Usually it's like if you want to hard down an alcohol, you'll usually roll a save. I just wanted to make sure. This is when Deli with the poop. Anyway.
Inhales drink.
Fucking like the pop cat, but like just with the fucking drink. Anyway. So, as you're kind of sipping at your ale, I have a rather interesting mark for you this time. Now that I had come in and there was something nailed to the wall, and it was addressed to yourself, and he kind of pulls out a piece of parchment and a golden ticket.
It was specifically for me.
Yes, it seems you were selected for the fun games at the Fedrino Manor. Personally, one of my least favorite things about this place. You can roll a history as well, because you may have heard of this.
I was gonna
Depending.
ask if I've heard of it before.
Roll a history and I'll see. 13.
Oh shoot, I had my advantage.
No, you're
on.
fine. You're fine. I'll still take the smaller one because
Okay.
or the first one. You have heard of this selection process again. It's something that happens once a year, and they will select random people. There's no one knows how they are selected. They just know that random people are selected. They are then assigned compatriots, and they must go with said compatriots in order to compete, so to speak.
I've heard of this process before,
Yes.
but it's very rare that anybody around here gets picked, isn't it?
When you are part of bigger city with bigger population, they tend to shy away from what they call the hillbillies and the hooks.
No, I don't. I don't recognize any of these names on my list. Do you?
At least one of them. She, this justice seems to be of the higher. Actually, let me roll. So I know what Casper. God, I forget what Casper's modifier is. Oh my God, dice, stop it.
Mic on.
For what?
Intelligence
You had a
or history actually.
history was a 13. You had
Oh.
expertise in it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was a 13.
Mic off.
Thank you, Brendan Boyce. So he kind of like is thumbing through his mind. Forgot he also had keen mind, so if he had heard it. But anyway, and he's like, the family, for the most part, were a very well off, and the tabloids like to push her as the blind baroness, someone that is to inherit the gold of a corrupt judge whenever he will cease to pass. Though most people, including some from our guild, have been hired as well a way to spy on her, take their money, a little bit of everything from them. Knock them down a peg, so to speak.
Oh, rich, you say? And she
Yes.
kind of, again, she puts her hands in her pockets. That's something her brothers taught her because they did not approve of her thieving. So every time she thought about stealing anything valuable, she would put her hands in her pockets.
Do not worry. We always live by the creed of steal from the rich and give to the poor and to help those. It may seem a bit immoral, though your family does not necessarily agree. I do condone this considering some of the things her father has done, and simply taking advantage of a blind person, as cruel as it may be, is a great way to stab at one's pockets, especially depending on how much money she will have.
Well, if I'm to find these people, I'm supposed to trust them.
Yes, that
So-
will probably be best bet, considering that it will probably go many different ways, as they must trust you as well.
It took me a while to get used to you and to trust you enough to not steal from you.
Oh, trust me, if you tried to steal from me, there would be more than just hell to pay. There would probably be unending death. And he looks at you sternly as you kind of notice. Roll my perception.
Okay. I'm not fast. There we go.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, nice. So you notice as he says that, on his hip, what normally would look like a rapier, but instead it looks like a curved scythe.
I've heard stories, so I'd rather not learn the hard way.
Exactly. I'd only punish those who wish to deem or break the neutrality. Stealing from the rich doesn't seem to, at least in my opinion, break that creed. So as long as we don't kill them, and again he looks over at Lady Luck, who's just like shrugs as she's sipping her alcohol, we should be clear.
Do you think I should tell my family that I'm going?
Do you wish to make them upset if you don't return? And he kind of looks at you solemnly.
Well, I would like to think that I would return, but you're right, in case I don't, probably let them know.
Yes. Don't worry. I trust you to do well on this assignment. Though I personally wouldn't have handpicked you myself, I cannot argue with what fates and everything else had assigned to you.
I'm gonna pretend to not take offense to that.
It wasn't meant to be offensive, but it's more so, how do I put this? And I mean to say this nicely, but you are newer to our ranks, meaning you have less real-world experience in this area. Hence my apprehension and worry.
I'll be fine. I'll even send back wood if I can.
All right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go retire because my wife is nagging me about different patients that were in some medical tent far off and keeps yelling about it. And you kind of see him kind of dissipate into like a shower of crow feather or raven's feathers and just kind of disappears.
Okay.
All right. I do not have a family map, so that's going to be interesting. We will leave that flashback to later since we're kind of just doing the how you got here thing. So
That's fine.
maybe okay. All right, Haboose, are you ready to be a fat, ugly man? More so than you already are. Jeebus?
Mic on.
You're damn right. Where is that?
Second, you delete Bard Betos and. Give me 1 second to read my notes, pull everything up. So, an oversized dwarf rolls into the station. Quite literally, because it looks like his legs are pretty stumpy, and you people are confused on how this man carries his own weight from time to time. And almost barely fitting through the doors, you kind of see him squeeze through, and then while he's squeezing through, a small little kind of creature just kind of goes running away
Jimmy,
from him.
why don't they make these damn doors big enough for a real dwarf? What you all don't see walking through the doors is a man wearing no shirt, but just a pair of overall shorts, and he's got his thumbs in his right where the armpits are. Tied to his waist in a very haphazard manner is a barrel, and across his in one of his hands, kind of haphazardly carried, is just a long stick with several other kind of it's maul-like shaped at the end, but it's all wooden, so you know if like he hit anything with it, it wouldn't really work too well. Jimmy, where are we going again?
You just see in Jimmy's mouth, and who ships be that? A badass possum.
You've been here before, right?
So if a possum could shrug, it would, and it kind of just looks at him like, "What?"
Alright, well, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to get on that train over there, but I had a couple jobs this morning, so walking's a bit difficult. Yeah.
Jimmy basically trying to push at your legs, like,
No,
and
stop
not
it making me off balance. Don't make me fall down the stairs, Jimmy. I'll kill you.
Roll a deck save back. I want to see this play out.
11.
Oh my
It's a
god.
GM rolled, but it's 11.
Oh my god. Alright. Thank god the DC was like a 10. Oh my, if you were a little bit boozy, it would have been a little. But you tried. You catch your balance as you kind of from the backswing as this possum kind of like tries to shove his weight into you, but then you kind of just like use your mash and stick as a way to kind of right yourself before you start doing a tumbling down the stairs.
Alright, well. Looks like this is one of the train stations Paul made. I'm pretty sure I can figure out where to go from here. Can't smell no booze though. This place is a little too hoity-toity for my type.
And as you kind of make your way.
There's a lot of stairs, Jimmy.
You can see Jimmy just like sliding down on his belly down the stairs.
Oh, hey, you got it right. And he sits down and he falls down the rest of the stairs.
Decent fall. Let me just roll like a D2. Fucking flip a coin. No, you're fine. It wouldn't be that bad. Unless, actually, I will probably make you roll a deck save to stop yourself.
Alright.
You are roll.
Yeah. 11.
You roll a little bit further than intended, but you still right
shit.
yourself.
Jimmy, stop me. Jimmy. Alright. All right, and he like against like even laying down to standing up, same height. Ugh. Oh, none of this shit's built for a dwarf. Even a dwarf invented it. Fucking elves. I need a
Anyway, as you're
platform and mainly a chair. Oh, I need a chair. Oh.
walking around, a gentleman actually comes up and stops. I will shift Z. I love this token because I found it really cool. A man in an overcoat. He seems to be carrying what you would know as a camera and a notepad. And you notice that he has his horns, which would be normal for a tiefling, are kind of shaped like pen quills, and the tip of his tail seems to be shooting out like a black ink almost, and also be shaped like the tip of a pen. Jesus Christ.
What are you doing, boy?
Oh, you know, that same old rigmarole song and dance. Try to get a good article for all the people trying to look around and witness.
I got an article for it. Pop Belly Deli has exited the mire.
You're the Potbelly Deli,
Damn right.
the one that everyone thinks is dead.
I only drank myself under the table. I was only dead for a day. Didn't count.
Um, right. And I'm assuming this is your cart associate. And he looks at he looks at Jimmy.
What do you mean, Jimmy?
Yes, the one that actually seems to move all your product.
Oh yeah. This is
And
Jimmy. Look, he's got his little vest and everything.
so when you see a Jimmy, basically like God, one of those those vests with the a thing tied like a draw tied to the back, kind of like a horse bridle or bridle, but kind of more built for a small fat possum.
But today, and he taps the barrel on his side, I'm carrying my own product.
Oh dear God!
You here
Someone's
for a
going.
sample, boy?
No, I was looking for an article and
An
Willoughby
article?
Pen.
You want me to sign something?
Oh, first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Willoughby Pensworth,
You got a lot
and he
of
kind of takes
pens.
off his. I'm sorry, what?
Well, you got a lot of pens, boy.
Yes, quite an ironic name, I know. Some some people tend to tease me about it, but hey, it's quite
Don't worry
fitting.
about it. And he slaps his stomach. Names tend to stick.
Yes. Now then, may I ask why you decided to join the land, grace us with your presence, and then roll down the stairs like a bowling ball pin?
Well, first thing first, I did. None of these stairs is built for dwarfling, so I hit the first one, and well, the rest is history. The reason I was here is because when Jimmy went on his last run, he came back with this piece of paper that said I was invited by one of them rich nobles that
Ah, the Fadrino Masquerade.
yeah, that's the man, the Fredrino. Yeah, he said that I'm supposed to meet a couple people around these parts to make some money. And well, the Maya's a bit broke, so if I can make some money to send back to the Maya, that's what I'm gonna do.
May I inquire who you're trying to meet? This could be great for the ink blotting.
I don't know, some Justy Ass Diner. And this one got a little smudgy, or he's got a really dumb name. Fanges on Blades.
Can I see the paper, since your dialect seems oh so grandiose?
Oh, that's a big word for the Maya, grandiose. See, you ain't from up north, is you, boy?
No, I live on the fault line between the north and the south. Have you ever heard of Inkwell?
I think I've been through there one or two times.
Roll me a history. At advantage.
That's a 15 to you.
Jesus. All right. The Inkwell is basically the town where the ink blotter, aka the tabloids for most of the town, comes from. Because of where it's situated between the fault line between the north and the south, they are able to translate a lot of information back and forth, and then usually this drives either tabloids or actual paper. The ink
Oh,
blotter, from depending on person to person, can either be tabloid based or have some decent facts. It depends on who's writing during the day.
you ain't one of those that writes all those shitty things about me, Paul, right?
You mean how he's a corrupt asshole?
No, you either right then.
Yeah, sadly, northern money can only get you so far in the south.
Yep.
So, you said you were looking for justice. Oh, I've had a Let me roll a fucking history
Oh, is that
for
how
this
you
man.
say it? I thought all these was northerners, so they had dumb names the way it's spelled in regular words.
It's kind of funny because one of them is. How do you turn off the auto? Okay, whatever. Ah, justice. That's the one that constantly goes across, at least my desk, not my personal writing about the blind baroness.
She blind?
So they want people to believe, though
Must
I've
have
never
had some
seen her in
bad
person.
shine.
God damn it.
You gotta throw the heads away, or, well, it'll do that to you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I've never done that before in my life.
Well, if you're going to at least find some of these, it would be interesting to meet at least the blind baroness and in person, since I already met you.
You seen her? Please tell me she ain't
No,
far.
I don't know, but the train, we still have a little bit to go to the train, so we might
Uh,
as well at least make our way there. Or do you
alright.
need someone to roll you?
No,
And he
I
kind of
mean,
says with a smile.
if there's somebody out here with a cart, that'd be fantastic. Cause I'm not a fan of walking.
Roll me a perception. Please tell me at some point Deli's gonna get fucking unseen serpent that just carts his ass around.
20.
So you notice some people kick over a can and a bard kind of talking to someone. And you notice in the far back corner there's carts that would be used for luggage normally. I mean there's some and
Jimmy!
that's kind of what you
Jimmy!
Ah!
Go get one of them.
Ah!
No, no sass. You go get one of them. You go do your goddamn job. You didn't even have to carry any goddamn shine this time.
Kind of hear him hiss to you like just starts running to
I don't
overcome.
like none of y'all back talk.
All right. Now to flashback while Jimmy's fucking fetching your fat ass a cart. How did fucking Banjo McGillihuddy get here? Let me get my fucking banjo music. Here we go.
This is my
Welcome
kind of
to-
song.
And here is your map. You are right here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
what
didn't
is
see
a
the
normal?
ping. I'm sorry.
I might be on the wrong layer. Let me check. I'm.
Keep shift ping for
You-
me, because I might be zoomed in a little bit. There she is.
So what is a normal day of shining for Delhi?
They're shining. All right. Well, it's a good morning. You never live near your sign site, so you kind of hop in your boat. You gotta head down to the bayou, hop in your boat, and go off where the law ain't gonna find you. After a good
Okay.
10 to 15 minute row, cause your fat ass got tired, you park your boat and you hop off, and well, me personally, I have a special way of hiding my shine, and it's called digging shit.
Oh my god.
where I buried my still side, so none of the goddamn law can find me. And well, I make sure my mash barrels are still there and nothing's going rotted. And I'm pretty sure today is the day that I'm making one of my last batches.
All right.
So I get the still all warmed up by starting a little fire. Use a little bit of a beer static to get it going. And
You seem to be doing it decently well. It's maybe your last batch, so you're tired from the fucking rowing. So
yeah, Jimmy didn't come with me today, so he's on a run. So I get my still all going, and unfortunately Uncle G ain't with me here anymore, so I gotta do this all by myself. So I get my mash barrel and put it all in the still and get that going, and just start plucking the banjo, waiting for the magic
roll
to
your
begin.
fucking banjo. Roll to banjo.
I'm getting there.
You have advantage. Never mind. That's fine.
21.
It's a normal shining day for the beautiful daily. Banjos, the swamp gas is singing. There's mosquitoes dying everywhere. Best damn day shine in your life.
I just enjoy the day, waiting to bring a fresh batch to some of the good folks that have helped me out in my journey so far.
Alrighty.
After living with Uncle G so long, and after his passing, I got some shit to get to going and doing. So I just want to make this special last batch for them.
As you're making your last batch and heading over from digging shit, you notice two gentlemen kind of on your shore as you're kind of
it's a
sitting
law.
there.
Evening,
do you-
officer.
Ah, potbelly dilly. What do we owe the displeasure of coming to your house this time?
Well, I've been living here, and you keep coming back, and I don't know where why.
We keep telling you we're going to find what you're making because you know it is illegal, even though most people seem to look the other way.
Followed me for days on end, and you haven't found shit. I'm just a man living in the Maya. You tried before, you can try again. Trust me. I'll aid you in any way that I can. Find
roll
the
me a-
criminals creating this dastardly moonshine.
Roll me a history real quick.
Okay.
You're a smart boy. You should. Damn, that's some good history.
40.
You notice these people, and because you've seen this symbol, their law, quote unquote, is of the Fedrino Manor. That's who the law or the popo in this neck of the woods would be, as they are often don't wish for anything legal. Sadly, our lord thinks of you as more of an eyesore, but since you're not doing anything allegedly wrong, we can't just kill you and shove you into the swamp.
Damn right. I mean, you've the last guy tried before, and he's been. Well, I mean, you remember what happened to him.
Ah, yes, as I believe you put it, Jimmy, go for the fucking eyes?
Well, I did say the word fucking, but it was Jimmy go for the eye. Yep. Mm-hmm. Can't find what you can't see. Now, boy, if you could just come by around to harass me after my uncle's passing, you're gonna have to do a bit more than that, because I'm a man that's alone in the mire.
As much as we love to harass you all day, every day, there's something we wish to give you.
And if I remember right, Jimmy gave his shipment over to your little friend up there.
Yes, and that's why we're here. Remember a year ago when, before your uncle passed, there was a letter?
The thing I keep ignoring.
The what?
The thing I keep ignoring. You said
Yes.
about 4 of them already.
Yes, but now, this is more of a threat. If you don't wish to be
And?
turned in, considering considering your moonshining business, we can easily shut your business down and burn down your little shack. Considering
Dilly turns around and looks at the shack, and like at that exact moment, one of the fucking support beams snaps. Yep.
well, we can find your little distillery. And you see in his hand, he's holding up a possum. But
Yeah.
hold on, but he's not just any possum. This
you
little
put Jimmy
possum
down now.
is wearing a fucking costume.
Now you put Jimmy down now.
I will shift see that right there.
That's how he can swim in the water. That's how he makes it through the mud. Now you put Jimmy down now, boy. Oh, he's gonna
Or
have a
what?
problem. We gonna have a problem? What?
They put him down. Just accept a letter and come to the damn party.
Why do I want to go back? No, I hated
not-
it up there.
You're not going to the north.
Oh,
It's for a sum of money in the south. Have you never been to
Money?
the Fedrino Manor?
why would I go to the Fedrino Manor? Jimmy does that shit for me. Is it gonna take a
Well-
lot of work? Cause I just want to make shine.
It may, but you'll have a group with you, so maybe someone can actually roll your fat ass down the road.
Is that a promise or
And-
a threat?
If it were a threat, we'd have more swords drawn and be probably going for the throat. Also, I do hope whoever pushes you, best of luck, and they don't snap their back in half.
We'll have fun, big man. But fine. If this is after I finish this run, I'll head up to your little train station up there and go meet myself this Fedrino person.
Oh, you won't be
Fedrino.
meeting him, but you will be meeting your work associates, so to speak. Alrighty. And they just kind of head off and put down water, Jimmy.
Don't get mud in your boots. Them damn
just
fancy shoes.
One just flips you off as they're walking away. And you just see Jimmy kind of look at him like,
You got caught.
huh?
You got caught, Jimmy. How many times did we tell you that I put you in that little suit so you swim under the water?
He points to the water, points to like breathing out, and then points to himself.
You don't need to breathe with the suit, Jimmy. That's why I made it.
Huh?
Now, I understand that the swamp water might be a little dirty. But that's where we live.
So you see him like pinch his nose, like put his fingers to his nose and pinch it with like a little lobster claw.
Oh, did one of the crocs try to get you again?
Huh?
Oh, come on, get out of the suit. We're gonna deliver this last batch of shine to the boys, and we're gonna head off.
Alrighty. Oh my god, that was amazing. Alright. Let me just throw everyone. So, Fangs. Fucking Jimmy arrives with your fat cart to drag your ass away.
That's my boy.
Let me just throw everyone and
The dude at the airport who can't walk.
This is so great.
God, this campaign is amazing already. Anyway.
I had to wait a little while just to catch my breath from all the laughter I was doing.
Oh, let's just talk about it. I was just
Alright, anyway. So, now I'll throw everyone on the map about where they are. Give me 1 second, I have to throw the other NPCs, so. Do apologize, probably should have DM layered it. Did I? So, Fangs, you kind of see like what looks like a rat, but not, with like white fur kind of skitter past you.
I got one.
And grab a cart. Where would
Mic
that
off.
be? There. Barbados. Justice would be over here, probably towards the far back. And Frying Pan Dan. Alrighty. All of you are now scattered about, and Deputy Deadeye kind of looks at you. So just read the name. So you just want me to read these names off real quick, like?
Yes.
Alright, so you kind of see him... God, this is not the music I want, but it kind of does fit. For the shit that's about to hit the fan.
Yes.
Alright, so, I'm gonna just pick up this loudspeaker, and you see him kind of like puff out. If a skeleton could puff out his chest, that's what it would look like, but more so it's kind of like the fabrics just fall. And he's like, I need a, what is this? Just ice, a Diana, and a deli to make their way to the front of the station. There is an individual looking for y'all.
Mic on.
Wait, I'm supposed to put this down? Oh, I'm supposed to put this down. Okay, yep, just put it down. No, wait. I think I got... There we go. And that was all over the loudspeaker.
Pass me back the ticket, you strange thing.
Yeah, here we go. I now just assume we'll probably have to wait. All of you can make perception with advantage. Not Fangs, you don't need to since you're the one that... Goddamn. Justice. Wow! That's persuasion, but I will let this slide for now.
Persuasion, baby.
Oh, I'm
Perception.
a little buzzed. I'll redo it. Don't worry.
No, you're fine. You're good.
It started with a P. What is it?
Perception. Still at advantage, Tessa. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Telly, Diana, the sound seems a lot scuffed, but you're pretty sure you heard your name over one of the damn loud boxes. Justice, you heard it clearly because it actually seemed to echo more so than most sounds do. And it just kind of like ripped into your eardrums almost and kind of told you that, oh hey, someone is looking for yourself.
Okay, I don't know.
I think that's the ones looking for me.
Jarrett! You're in the box!
Oh my god.
Justice actually like hearing that whistle like grimaces is like, oh, that's loud.
Sure. Bangs heard that from afar. Like, huh.
It's that good old redneck boy whistle, too.
I was a little distracted. Did I hear that?
Yeah, you're fine. The DC was like 10 because, again, they're literally yelling your names at the top of his lung and then kind of going on a ramble for a bit.
Do I need to move both tokens or can I?
I'll
Or-
move Barbados. You can move
Okay.
on.
So,
Billy Dilly. It's been a while.
Ah, good old Skelly, bruh.
Not
Give
you,
me a
not him.
hug. Wait.
Not him.
Oh,
That'd be
Pots?
Frying Pan Dan. Yeah, Frying Pan Dan.
You owe me money, Dan.
And you owe me a fucking thing of shine.
You owe me money because last time you bought shine, you gave Jimmy acorn.
Jimmy kept trying to eat a hole in my pots every time I tried to take him over.
Because you owe him money. Jimmy ain't no dumbass. Alright?
You just see him gnawing on the cord that's attached to the fucking ram.
I'm just gonna roll this.
Now,
for
boy.
myself.
You give me an electrum, I'll let it slide this time.
Thank you. Here's how I'll put it. You can have these gnome toes that people worth an electrum.
Last time you sold me dome toes, they were imp fingers.
Look, some people really like them devilish fingers in their food. They
Yeah,
say
but
it makes it
if
all-
I'm making gnome toe shine, I cannot have no imp fingers in it.
You're
Boss.
telling me that you don't like a little bit of spice in your life?
If I'm marketing Gnome Toe Shine, I can't have no spicy SM fingers, can I?
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Now it is. Now before I have Jimmy bite you with this foaming mouth, he's gonna have to have a problem.
Barbados like, oh dear Lord, are these really the? Oh God,
Which one?
this is no. This is Barbados to Diana. Sorry, this is really what you're going to have to deal with.
You know, I expected something a little different.
Yeah, as did I. But like, what I would assume these names were, some would be rather interesting characters, not a rolling rock
I like to
on
point
a
out,
cart.
Deli hasn't gotten out of the cart.
I know, that's what I'm saying. A rolling rock on a cart.
Well, the name Justice sounds so promising, so we'll see about that.
Thing. And you see fucking Willoughby like, wait, I just wanted to talk. Oh, there go. Why did he run? I've never seen something run that fast. Oh God.
Oh dear.
I smell cheap booze and some kind of rat dunked in sewer. Nope, swamp.
Don't worry, Deli. Don't worry, boy. He ain't talking about you. She's probably talking about my beard.
Oh, she's like definitely like right above Deli at that moment.
Would you like
You're
to
not
see up,
too
Miss
far from
Miss Lady?
And she turns to Blades. I smell blood. Old blood.
Wow.
I ain't that old.
Fangs takes a better look at her. And is it obvious to Fangs that she's blind, or?
No, she has sunglasses on, correct?
They're
Or like
They're
shaded
similar.
piece, like shaded
they're
kind of.
shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the shaded octagon ones. So like, but you can tell like she's not moving like a normal person would to look. She's just like kind of listening, and when she turns her head, her eyes don't move.
Diana whispers over to Barbados, and are you sure there's not another deli you think that would match the
Hold
ticket?
on, let me just ask. Excusez-moi, sir. Are you the Potbelly Deli?
Damn right, I'm Potbelly Deli. Have you heard about Shine before?
Oh, I certainly have. And you just see with him turn around to you, Diana, with like the
Good.
God damn it face.
Five silver for one, but if you give me an electrum piece, I'll give you an extra shot with it.
Who the hell uses Electrum?
He points at butts.
Diana just
that-
kind of shakes her head, kind of like, just very quickly, like, no.
Look, Electrum is a dying medium that we have to bring back. The North doesn't want it to because they are afraid of its true value in the market.
Damn right.
Oh my God.
Fangs, hearing upon all this,
It's a collector's item.
He just mutters out loud, "What the hell's an electrum?"
It's about 5 silver or half a gold.
But
That
the
sounds
problem
like a
is the
waste.
people just don't understand its potential.
It sounds like a waste.
It is.
A waste of beautiful, untapped Electrum sitting in the mines, waiting for people to use it.
You realize Electrum is just silver and gold mixed into an alloy, right?
Just
Who?
waiting in the mines to use it.
We's in a building, not an alley, lady.
Fangs will just look at the blind one before him and says, "Well, from your senses, you're not wrong about smelling old blood. I take it you're either remembers the name Justice or Diana."
Justicia, so yes, my name is Justice.
Justice, very well. Looks over to Potbelly Deli.
And Frying Pan Dan, what a fucking crew.
They're still arguing too.
I'm
Fa-
telling you, Deli. Stop trying to feed Lenny to fucking Jimmy. Lenny doesn't like it, and he's the one that does my math for me.
Jimmy does my deliveries, and last time he came back with some bite marks, and I'm pretty sure they were either your toothless ass or they were the goddamn dog.
Not dog. Hold on, I will.
No, I know.
Don't forget, Lenny has glasses.
Personally,
got that
Cole knows. Deli doesn't care.
Didn't think he did. He's also bigger than most ferrets, by the way. Like,
Jimmy's just wide. Jimmy's as wide as Deli is.
I know. And I swear to God, if you keep biting on Lenny's tail, you're not gonna get your fucking toes.
Well, if he hungry, he just had to carry my ass across this entire place, and nobody fed his ass because somebody
know,
didn't
you-
pay me my electrum piece.
Well, thankfully, this one woman I've been escorting gave me this shiny piece of gold to help fund your fat
that's
ass.
rich people shit. Now here, I'll take it in here. You know, you can have it at one job because you owe me one.
What are you giving him? Just so I know.
A jar of moonshine. So,
I will take
I
this
sell
into
it for 5 silver each.
I will take this into consideration, and you can have a pan. With bacon.
I don't want to. Oh, bacon.
It's got still some bacon grease left on it, but it
No,
does
I don't
wonders
give a fuck
on
about the
skin.
grease. You got the bacon? I'm hungry. I've been walking all goddamn day.
I heard the rich people train that supposedly are going on should have a bunch of fancy food for your fat ass.
I don't suppose one among you is Diana, is it?
Diana
Mic
kind of
off.
jumps up and kind of waves because she's small.
Like you see her, you see like a hand waving over the cart of the fucking boulder man.
Which is not difficult because Fangs on Blades stands at a 6'3",
That's fine.
and he is a full black color.
Quite sorry. I was escorting this young lady to find all you, and I believe my time has come. Miss,
Mic
I will
on.
bid you a well, and remember, you can't spell Barbados without Bard. And he's
You really?
Just- and he's like quiet, and
Yep.
walks
Can't
away.
break the bad news.
Deli, hearing this, leans down to the newest little halfling that came up to him and say, "He right, there ain't no bee in that."
You're both wrong.
Deli leans down to you after the Barbados comment and goes, "He's right. There ain't no bee in that."
Wait, Deli's taller. Is he?
Deli is shorter than you are
Oh, then why is he bending down?
because he's
Because
sitting in a
he's
cart.
on a cart. He's
Oh.
literally on a luggage cart meant for luggage.
I thought you said he was as tall as he is laying as he is standing.
Yeah.
He
So he
is
doesn't
3
even have
foot
to-
wide, 3 foot tall.
Also, like a foot off the ground
That is
technically,
short
because yeah, we did this on purpose. We knew what we were getting into when we made this.
I am suddenly worried about this.
All right, well, I'll see you, Deli, when you get back. I'll have Lenny run the numbers and give them to Jimmy, and then Jimmy can bring me the shine.
All right,
'Cause
well,
I can't
if you don't bring me your goddamn acorns next time, and actually sell
Look,
me the right kind of appendages.
Why are you using such big words for fingies?
I don't know. I'm trying to sound smart in front of all these northern folk.
Oh, you hitting them with the I'm better than y'all kind of thing. It
Well,
look like
yeah, I mean, I got this piece of golden paper that I tried to sell off. I sold off 3 of them, but this one they were like, you have to go, or I'm gonna take your feet.
Oh, so it seems like I wasn't the only one forced to deal with this situation.
Just
Damn
start-
right, tall cat man.
All right, so you pull out the box, kind of shaking a little, but nothing too bad.
Mic off.
And pot, pot, pot. Frying Pan Dan. I'm gonna say Pot Man. And Lenny, just head off.
Mic on.
Well then, Deli, I see we found your... Ooh. And he kind of looks over just... You're the one that everyone loves to write about where I'm from. And he kind of looks up down at Justice. I'm just gonna skedaddle if you... Excuse me, get him.
Oh. I wouldn't know. I don't really have a
Mic
chance to
off.
read much.
Ah, yes. I would expect the blind baroness. Sadly, wouldn't be graced with most of our papers.
That
Oh, yeah,
eyebrow twitch.
What?
That eyebrow twitch.
Sorry. Force of habit. Name around the office. You know how it is.
Diana looks towards Justice, and she doesn't know like her name actually yet, but she's gonna hold up 3 fingers. She's gonna go, how many fingers am I holding up?
You can sense them, Justice, so you would know.
Yeah, but
It's-
Justice is gonna do something.
Oh, cool, you're gonna be an asshole. My favorite.
Kind of just sits there for a second, and then she just like swipes out her hand, like
Oh.
trying to strike all the strike all 3 of her fingers, like with a backhand.
Oh.
Do I need to roll?
Just roll me an attack. A normal. What's your attack mod? It's Dex.
Yes.
Just roll me a Dex then. For an. You go to slap him, maybe a little too hard, but you kind of just miss him because you don't have like the. I don't want to say peripheral vision because that's not the word I'm looking for. The fuck, I forget what perspective of how of all the noises and stuff is kind of throwing off your feeling. Jimmy turns you around. Oh my god. All right, so yeah, Justice, you hit.
It's like by like kind of just like acting like she's feeling around in that general area.
Yeah, so you basically what you see, Diana, is basically a woman just swatting at the air like a lizard swats its tongue.
Sorry, I got thrown off.
It's fine.
So did
Finally, she like reaches down and just like puts her hand on top of Diana's head.
Oh,
You're short. I'm sorry.
I imagine like you try to put it and you're like, oh, and it just falls down.
I'm gonna assume that you're the rich one that I've heard so much about.
Mic on.
Damn right.
No.
Not you, fat man. I think she's talking to the Baron Justice.
I'm talking to the lovely tiefling here.
Right. Everyone thinks I'm rich or something.
I see you're not.
What do you need? A handout or something?
Is your name? And then she kind of looks at her ticket again. Is your name Justice? Was it?
Mic off.
Yes.
And then she's gonna reach out her hand higher, almost like where an average person hands would be for a handshake. She goes, "I'm Diana. I'm supposed to be looking for you."
She'd already like taken off her glove because she was gonna do this, but instead of like a normal handshake, she like just reaches down and like starts feeling the side, like your face,
Oh,
to memorize it with one hand.
low key cute.
Love it.
Right.
Your
She
name's on
got
my
turned,
golden ticket.
Looks at the cat. Well, not really. Like, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Reaches up, does the same to him. If he's okay
Wait.
with.
if she's offering a handshake,
No, she's trying to feel your face.
let me roll something for this here.
I will be right back, so give me 1 second, and we can kind of go through.
Do you definitely feel the breath of a slight snarl at first, and then Fang's just kind of
hold his chin up a little bit more higher now. And he muses this out loud. He says, I am with a walking boulder, a blind pauper, and a prankster for this indentured servitude.
Mic on.
Justice just kind of goes, well, apparently with a rather strange, arrogant, growling creature that doesn't understand that I can't see your face to remember it, so I have to do something more complex.
Very well. If it is to help you identify me, or at least help you with your situation.
And it's not like just a weird groping, she's like mapping parts, like, okay, this is a defining feature, that.
So you will definitely notice that despite his furred face, and since you are touching him, there is actually notable scars underneath the fur.
Does she she'll trace over them real gently. And then she probably turns and she's not sure if she's going to touch the possum or the...
If
You see Jimmy looking at you with like a face of excitement, like,
Please touch the possum.
I got you.
if Justine is all right with it, Fangs will actually guide her hand to Potbelly. I was like, very well, I suppose I shall.
No, wait, let me.
Stays.
And he like stands up out of the cart, and like it takes some considerable effort because he was definitely wider than the cart was.
I imagine he was just overflowing the cart and like fucking Jimmy pushed him further in when he ran.
Yeah.
I
So
would-
he's
I would be
standing at
surprised if the
his
card
solid
ejected it
3-2.
flying.
Now, consume me in all your glory. I'll take off my hat. And the second he takes off his hat, this just mane of yellow hair falls out down his back, like nearly to his, almost to the backs of his knees. It's so long.
Stop it. I can't.
Fangs will just say this out loud. He has more hair than I thought he did.
I thought you were pranking me and was making me touch that weird, whatever that noise was.
Was that
There is.
natural blonde?
Damn right.
Fangs
Born
will
and
just
bred,
say.
lady. And he just puts a hand through it.
Fangs will just say, I suppose you are lucky in this endeavor. They look almost too alike.
You just see Jimmy and fucking
Deli,
Potbelly
Jimmy both
Deli.
look at each other.
Jimmy's like in your mind you would know Jimmy's like, are they talking about us?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Rrr.
So, yeah, the introductions, the face tracing.
So you almost only feel hair until you get to the nose, and it's just a big, bulbous, like dwarf nose. It's like the extreme of dwarven nose, and there's a small spot where his eyes, are, but then you go back into hair because his eyebrows work all the way into the beard.
I'm gonna roll something here since I have that language. I wanna know.
Go ahead, buddy.
Figure that one out.
What are you trying to do first off?
Oh, trying to figure out if she realized she was touching a dwarf.
So this doesn't feel like a dwarf. This feels like if a Goliath became a boulder and just started rolling and was just matted with hair. Actually,
Oh, so it's a possum. Okay.
yeah, you've been touching Jimmy the whole time.
Badger?
Oh, that's Jimmy. No, there's my face over here.
I can't tell the difference except for their color.
He's a goddamn possum.
You look very much alike, except one actually
Thank
speaks,
you.
the other one does not. Right.
Ah,
Right.
well then, since you all seem to be well acquainted, may I ask at least for a picture? The ink blotter would at least love a little picture of some of these people together, considering.
No.
Yeah, Justice just kind of like turns, the glasses slide down. There's that blind deadpan, like, what?
Oh, some picture.
I heard of your contraptions, those things. I do not trust them.
Oh, are you one of those that believe they steal the soul?
Yes.
I got a jar that can do that for you.
You
I
are
mean,
more
it is
dangerous
true,
than
I
I
guess I'm quite
originally.
already.
Why don't we take a
Yeah.
picture for the man? Come on now, big cat man. You scared of a little contraption, or don't think you can kill it?
No.
Jimmy ain't afraid, and he's a smaller animal than you is.
And you just see him kind of like if you a possum could gull itself up, and it's kind of like puffing up its fur for.
It's like licking itself and smearing it back.
Yeah, it's like slicking back his hair.
And unfortunately, Fangs does take that as a challenge.
Oh no.
Oh, is that right? So you wouldn't mind if I turn you into a pelt hat?
I mean, couple things are try. He got eaten by a gator like 2 days ago. Turned into smoke. Came back next day when I called for him.
Is that right?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Fuck.
Jimmy's been through a lot.
The sharp claws start extending out of Fangs.
Now, boy. You better set your ass down, because if you attack Jimmy, you're gonna attack me, and if you attack me, I'm gonna set you in the goddamn ground. And we ain't supposed to do that in the public play.
Is that right? I was under
Yeah,
the
it's
impression
called
you were trying to
common courtesy.
establish- I was under the impression it was supposed to be establishing dominance.
Well, if you want to establish dominance, I can give you a taste of the Bad Batch.
No.
And now you actually see him look very perplexed and confused now. What?
What you mean? I mean, I made a Bad Batch. It didn't go turn well. It turned one of my friends inside out.
What is this batch you speak about?
Oh, you ain't never had no moonshine before, boy.
The moon shines, yes, but
Oh no.
Oh boy, here, I got a little sample jar here for you. Don't take it all in one place, so you're gonna end up as sightful as her. And he points to Justice, who's now apparently feeling up the wall.
Yeah, she just steps back and she's just saying, just met and I don't even know. There's someone trying to rob me. There's Harry Brock.
I think that's you.
Awesome.
See Jimmy smiling.
She just kind of goes and she's using this. It's like a quarterstaff in a way
Yeah.
that she's using to go back and forth before she finds the wall, and then she just leans against it, and then she's gonna take out the box.
You want to open it?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh boy, I did not expect this to get open super early. So you open it. At first, it looks like some water's kind of in it, and you kind of turn it up. It's a fish. No, hold on. Oh god, give me 1 second.
Should we still have fucking redneck music going, or?
No,
yeah,
no, it's fine.
Too.
This is fine
Or
because
does-
it's good for the mess of what this campaign is slowly becoming.
Because I am curious as to how what Deli is reacting to the fact that Fangs literally just said
Hold
the
on.
moon shines, but
So
not
you dump this box over. There's a little bit of water, a slush sound, and you hear a kurr as. Give me 1 second. I'll shrink this down. You see this kind of fall out of the box.
Which I imagine is just a wet flop.
Yeah, you just hear. as you kind of, and on it, inside the box, if you feel around, there's a note. It says "Seeing Eye Slime."
Well, at least it wasn't a fish.
There we go. It's the "Seeing Eye Slime."
I guess at that stage she'll probably like bend down and see if she can find it.
Here, like, kind of making a coo noise as you're kind of looking around for it, like it's calling to you.
She picks it up.
Are you gonna name it?
What the hell to call you?
If you call it Cerberus, I'm deleting you from this channel.
Well,
Go ahead, I don't care.
no. What color is this thing, people? Not that I have any idea what color actually is.
What is this thing, people? This is probably a
Well,
better-
it looked like the blue color, kind of like water.
What is that? That looks like some sort of ooze.
I think I drank one of them before.
I guess she'll sniff to see what it smells like.
Roll me a perception. Just no, you don't need a perception. It smells like salty kind of like. Think of like a water kind of smell almost to it, like a sea salt. But it also has like a kind of enduring sweetness kind of smell, like a candy almost.
Well, I guess we might as well go with it crazy and just call you Jelly.
We got Jimmy and Jelly. Jesus Christ. Always change that to Jelly real quick. You can check, by the way, Moogle in pets. You have the Seeing Eye Slime that you can change the name then and can edit. Oh my god. So you just kind of, as you pick it up and it feels kind of squishy to the hands, it goes and just kind of like rests on your shoulder.
Not sure how this is going to work, but okay.
The fact that it covers your face is actually fucking funny. I am now the eyes. Jelly sees all. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
See,
That's
Moogle, I
what-
told you you'd like it more than just a fucking ferret.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway. So about that picture, is that going to be a no then? As you kind of see Willoughby just kind of standing there.
Not that I'll ever get to see a train wreck, but I suppose this is about the closest I'm going to be short of actually being in one. Might as well.
Fine.
Alright then, gather round.
So as you're opening this box, you also hear a large jingling sound as Deli cracks the keg open, and he grabs a small 1 ounce jar and hands it over to Fangs. He's like, "This is a goddamn moonshine."
What?
How is this a moonshine? Does that shine like the moon?
Give it a taste. You'll howl like you're seeing the moon.
All right. So what am I rolling, DM? Since he is.
It's Constitution, but Jeebus, how strong is this batch?
Well, it was my last batch before leaving my my Meyer friends. So
I made
this-
D100. Oh, it'll probably
this
be fine.
shit be strong.
Okay. Luckily, he passed. I had a DC in mind of 16. Then.
Probably a good idea, but yeah. So
Yeah.
it tastes like fire, but on the end it actually is incredibly smooth, especially depending on the things you usually eat. Might actually clean your breath out a bit.
A palate cleanser, as they say.
Well, considering that Dines is a strict carnivore.
Yeah.
I'd
As
have
much as I really want Diana to try some of the moonshine, she is a small body, so I.
Well, that's not how concepts work in D&D. It doesn't matter body type. It's just if you fail 3, usually, then you're just fucking
I'm
wasted.
still not good at rolling, but I'm good. We're good. I just have this
Yeah, no worries.
thought in my brain.
Wait, peer pressure.
Do it.
All right,
Fangs
anyway.
just Fangs just kind of licks his lips a little bit. Does not remind me of the moon. Reminds me more
Holy
of
shit,
those.
you're still standing up. I'm very proud of you. You must be a good
Was-
drinker.
Was this poison you fed me?
No.
Depends on what your concept of alcohol is. I can smell that. here.
Now, can we all
The
line up
festive-
for the poor scared tiny little tiefling over there so he can take his picture and skedaddle?
Yeah, I just need to get
Let him
back
stay
to...
there. He can get the time he needs for his photo.
So you see, as he kind of pulls out what looks like one of those old kind of, what are they, 90 or 50s era cameras with like the middle stick. He kind of holds it in the air, like,
So do we pot deli over here? Or like
no, he's fine where he is. Jimmy will take the front. Here, I'll angle this in a way. There we go. Line up the picture. Get the fracture ready.
Make sure you
Alright.
stare right at it.
I hate
What
you.
you mean?
Jimmy's just looking intently at the camera, and then all of you, well, most of you, see a flash.
Oh no, here we go. Oh damn.
As Justice, you notice the slime or jelly kind of quiver a little bit after the flash, but nothing too extreme.
I need
So
to
you-
roll this. It hits
Oh,
the
dude.
flash, right?
Yeah.
Question of how many people did she hear like go into pain from staring at it?
Yeah, because Fangs hates technology for a reason.
This is gonna be bad. Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh, he just
I know.
So, he literally goes from like just looking at it very curiously to now his eyes are fully closed and his fangs are all like all bared and his claws are stinging out.
What I imagine is basically the equivalent of you were just staring at this for a minute, and then the flash is like the equivalent of a flashbang to a normal person, and it just catches you so off guard that your internal instincts just kick in and your claws just sheen out.
I love that one.
I just like getting your mud shot taken.
Ah, my eyes.
Oh, you get used to it, big man. Come on now.
How do you think I lost mine?
So you were looking to these cameras so often?
You drinking
No,
from the
I'm
case?
going
Oh,
blind.
Wait, repeat that one more time, Moogle.
Google.
Oh.
Repeat that again. About the blinds.
Oh, she said I was born blind.
Ah. So you're one that took your disability and weakness and turned it into a strength. That is an admirable trait.
Now
Didn't have
then,
a choice.
I would recommend the train seems to be departing soon. I would recommend you would all head that way. Now that I have my picture, I should be able to write a decent article about you four, or at least something interesting.
where's the train? Because Jimmy's gonna have to take me now.
He points to, how do you feel about more stairs?
I better get a head start.
Fangs
Jimmy-
will walk over and just attempt to pick you up.
You can roll for it. It might not work.
I'm just gonna be pushing him.
Okay, still roll because
No,
he's
no, I'm
300
top heavy,
fucking
no, I'm top
pounds.
heavy!
Roll strength. All right, you're fine. You're just pushing him, but he's not falling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna roll if he got like the DC was like a 13. If he would have failed, then you would have just been started
Thanks.
rolling.
Thanks, I'm shorter than you will. There's a lot. There's so many. Damn!
Justice, as you're kind of going, you feel jelly kind of form into your hand and like kind of slime over it in a way to make like an arrow to kind of point in a direction almost. So you can kind of feel that.
Come on, lady. We ain't got all day.
Oh, well, I guess he did the right thing, Dennis.
I would
So-
like to request not to sit next to Deli, if possible.
I brought the snacks, but if you don't want nothing, fine.
Also, just so you know, Moogle, how it will work, and then it is basically jelly will act as a literal arrow to like point in certain directions, and depending on certain saves and stuff, you can ask for things as well, and which way it will point.
Okay.
Just to help a little bit.
Yeah, as I'm helping out Deli move down through the stairs, Fangs will actually look over to Diana, and he says, "So I
Coming
believe
right
you're
there."
the one called Diana." Shift ping for that again.
Did I? Wait, what's okay? Sorry.
There we go.
That's me. I'm Diana.
Yes, I am she.
Oh, thanks. There's more stairs. It didn't get no better.
Then I
Thanks.
shall continue.
There's so many. Goddamn. Why is this place so goddamn tall? Oh, I need a
I
break.
believe-
Oh, just leave me out here to
No.
die.
No, you're coming along with us.
Ah, do I have to?
I'm blind, but I have to deal with more stairs in my old house.
This is nothing more than
I made a ramp to my shack, so I didn't have to deal with no stairs. This is the most stairs I've dealt with in nearly a century.
Well, there will be no pity here. This is nothing more but a mere walk.
But there's so many.
You'll get used to it.
I don't want to.
And
Hold on, I'll check
continue
that one.
again.
I don't want to. No! Bad kitty!
And I continue moving Deli along while also talking to Diana. Now I'm just saying. So I'm also just adding. Whoop. What?
Are you small?
I imagine Jimmy's just following around behind you, Diana, as because this is the first time Deli's been pushed, so he doesn't have to do the work. So Jimmy's like, and
Please
just
tell
kinda
me
look
I'm
at-
at least larger than.
yeah, you're
That's the
larger
same.
than you're larger than Jimmy, but he is wider than
Okay.
you.
Okay.
So oh, God.
Fangs is just wondering out loud and well within earshot of both Deli and Diana.
No, go.
And he-
My bad.
No, it's alright. And he's just saying, I do not understand why you two short ones have these. No, you're the only one who has this weird issue. And he looks over to Pot Deli, and then he looks over to Diana. And he looks over to Jimmy.
Tell me I don't have to go upstairs to the next station.
I do
I'll
not
just
know
die.
what-
You know, he is quite round. What do you think if we just rolled him down the rest of the stairs?
That will be quite painful, lady.
I am in
You've got some. You got some how do you say fluff? I think you'll be fine.
All right, so
Yeah,
Fangs did say he wasn't-
I can only make gravity bigger. I can't make it goddamn smaller yet.
all right, so do you two wish to push Deli
My
down the
God.
stairs?
Yes.
Yes.
I might have missed that because my hearing was turned off. Are you still torturing me?
They're about to push you. Fangs,
Don't,
roll me a strength
Don't.
at advantage
Fangs.
because she's helping you.
thanks. Don't you both dare.
Oh.
Oh, I missed.
You
Well,
miss. But don't worry, Jimmy's coming a running.
Jimmy, no, Jimmy!
Hold on, let me roll.
Don't you? I trusted you, boy.
And just with a little bit more, Jimmy just knocks into Fangs, and then you see Deli go rolling down.
Yeah. Can I cast a spell?
You can. You're not stopped from anything. It's just you're rolling.
Okay, fantastic. Both of them are gonna feel the effects of I don't want to deal damage with it, but I'm going to magnify their gravity.
So, oh, this is great because I was waiting for the spell to come out. So, as you two push this fat man, his little mash stick kind of touches against your skin, and immediately it feels like something is like oppressing you and just pushing you to the ground. Do you have? Hold on, I need to read something. Do you have any
Pushing to the
objects?
ground?
What's up?
Pushing to the ground or away from the ground?
You're basically imagine like someone's like compressing you down. It's not gonna deal
Got
any
it.
damage, but it's just gonna like you feel like someone's taking like God's hand is just pushing down onto you.
Got it.
Do you guys have? Do you have any equipment that's not attached or?
What do you mean?
Never mind. That wouldn't matter too much. So you basically Deli goes rolling, but you also feel like you're getting forced to the ground, and you just see Jimmy basically lying flat on the ground with his tongue sticking out like.
Bleh.
Let's see if I can resist it.
It's not much of a
Let's see if
resist.
I can resist it.
No, you can't. You try to, but like this is weird. This fat man tapped you with his weird mash stick, and then you just feel like you're being pushed down on by something.
Can
He's currently sitting
roll a
with his ass
Constitution,
in
too.
the air, like on his head, but you still see the belly jiggling of him actually laughing at you three.
Diana, you can roll Constitution too.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay.
say. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
If you want, you can
Uh,
roll. What's up?
Can
Well, I was just gonna do
Justice
something
reach
cute,
out her
but
stick
where's-
and like stop him from rolling?
You can certainly try. Roll me a strength at or would it be at disadvantage because you? Nah. Okay,
Oh.
you're both
Would-
just kind of gravitatized downward.
Well, I was just gonna say, can I just like cutely kind of just grab? I'm not sure exactly what Fangs is wearing, but just kind of grab at him like for help, because still is small and doesn't know what's happening.
Oh my
I
God,
suppose
okay.
in this case, you'll probably be grabbing his tail then.
All right,
Oh.
so you'll grab onto Fangs' tail as Jimmy's flat on the ground, and fucking. All right, here's how I'm gonna flavor this. This is fucking hilarious. So, Justice, you with your newly acquired jelly friend, hear a fat man rolling down the stairs, and it's quite loud because he keeps fucking yelling. So what you do is you throw out your cane, judging by distance from your hearing, and then just use it as a stopper and stopgap to hit the old man. And fucking Potbelly Deli, you feel a metal whack of a cane as you just stop right in front of it, and the cane doesn't bend.
I hate stairs.
It does seem they don't agree with you.
How much damage does your cane do?
Oh, I don't think it would be like aggressive.
Oh,
unless
yeah.
you...
Well, you have to
Gravity.
think though. He's going downstairs kind of fast. So.
Let's just say
Um,
gravity don't agree with me.
No, I'll just roll a d4 instead of actual damage. You got 1 damage from
Ow.
eating the cane.
I think the stairs might have hurt you more.
I've been hurt worse, but well, less. Now, I might need a hand because your stick jammed up my crack and I can't turn around.
What do I need to roll to help this man?
He's assisting you, so an athletics at advantage.
Am I?
Oh my god! You try. This is a fat lard of rock and meat.
Oh, you popped my shoulder back into plate. But that's my foot. Don't pull on that. That's not where it's supposed to go. Ah!
And since you Fangs and Diana, meanwhile, you're kind of. You see Jimmy kind of scurry down the stairs and just start rolling down as well.
Have you? I guarantee everybody in this party has seen Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Think of how Stitch rolls. He puts both of his back feet in his like near his mouth and just rolls.
And then
Yes.
Well, I believe this actually might be more interesting than I thought.
All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Justice, just put my foot down, and I'm just gonna stand up. Oh, myself. He's gonna put a hand on
Just
Jimmy and just like squish him and stand up.
oh no! You just hear a bleh, and you just see him.
That's what you get
Like
for
a
pushing
little-
me, you little shit fuck. What do you mean you don't know? I watched you do it. Alright, fine. You do. I did owe you one. And now he's even.
He looks at you and like thinks and like he holds up 5 fingers on one hand and 4 on his other.
Fine. Well, I didn't like doing the deliveries, and you don't know how to make shine. I'll give you 6.
He just nods.
Fine.
Alrighty.
How familiar interactions are definitely supposed to work.
Dude, I didn't care. Sprinkle was all yours. Jimmy is something that I wanted to take for a little bit. And I think it's a lot. We
Have a
benefit a
great
lot
time.
more.
Continue.
Anyway. So you hear a gentleman kind of walk up, look at you. Oh, the ruckus has arrived. Great. Well, shit to see this man.
What an
Are you the
exciting
one
fella.
Were you the one who sent that invitation?
No. I'm just merely the conductor, letting people on my train.
Fangs looks at the train, the contraption, the weird locomotive thing.
It'd be this one, just...
Then he looks over to the person. Then lead us to this contraption of yours.
Is it booze on it?
You think the finest train in the spinal station wouldn't have booze?
Well, hot damn, get the fuck out of my way. I'm out of here.
So this is the first you see Deli actually fucking moving.
Language.
My language is common. Thank you for asking. Wait, before you get on, I would need to check your tickets.
Jimmy, I ain't walking back there.
And it just
Goes
kind
to
of.
that
Small
for-
legs.
You're a
Just roll.
rogue. You're actually really fast.
You're
Is that right?
incredibly fast. You're probably the fastest person in this party.
Yeah, for now.
I just like the panic scurry.
All right, you see Jimmy just gnaw at you, and like hand it. So it's a ticket for the fat one or the wide one, and he looks at both of you.
Yeah.
I think we're twins.
I can tell by their complexion.
I believe they are the same package.
Deli looks down at Jimmy. Well, you're the pretty one.
I wouldn't argue that.
Now then, your ticket, ma'am. And he kind of looks at you.
Oh, Justice is just holding hers out, like, wherever.
Yes, yes. I do love the blind when they just can't understand. And he just takes it from you. And you, sir. And he looks at Fangs.
Fangs actually doesn't give the ticket just yet. He's looking over to where Diana's at. He's
So I'm
kinda-
not gonna lie, my token is somewhere else versus what I'm seeing on Jeebus' screen.
Oh, yep, I got it. There you go.
moved it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
move
like,
it for you.
why
Yeah,
did
it was,
I-
that's all good. I
Mic
got you.
off.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so at that point, yeah, Fangs will give the. Well, he'll look at the paper. He'll look at the guy suspiciously, and he's going to quickly insight to make sure this is the person who actually gave the ticket.
Mic
ahead.
off.
Let me just make sure I'm in the right. Yep, normal.
Oh, this man isn't the guy with the ticket. He just seems very depressed and
Mic
hates
off.
this whole party train in
Mic
general.
off.
But he's just doing his job,
Mic
asking for
off.
your ticket.
I do not understand why you have this lethargic feel to you, and yet you are here. Did you not find something more adequate for your position?
People find joy in things. I just want to ride my damn train. So you could either keep asking questions or get on the fucking train.
Mic off. Mic on.
Is you gonna be happy we'll be on a train, or are we gonna be dealing with this the whole time? Because I got some shine that might make you a little more.
Oh wait, am I
Exact.
supposed to send
Mic
service with a
on.
smile? And you see him wave his
Yeah.
hand down over his face, and it's like the idea of like when you pull it up in a smile, it's like still deadpan, and he puts his hand over, and it's still deadpan. There, I'm smiling on the
on.
inside. Are you fucking happy?
No.
Is there a survey card? I'd really like to fill one out on you. You are doing excellent at your job.
Mic on.
Thank you. I love taking compliments for those that can't even see me.
She just smiles and
just a
stares at
delight.
him with blind eyes.
Now then, miss, your ticket, please,
Mic
before I
off.
have a hernia.
Oh.
No, not you. The other one.
Oh no, I was just commenting on the hernia. That would be horrible.
But
Yes,
he
it
is
definitely
pulling
would
you.
if I were still alive.
Diana just raises her ticket in the air.
Oh, since Fangs, you roll so well on insight. This man's a fucking zombie. Like, dead ass.
You should have told me that
Dead
earlier.
Sorry, I was like thinking about, and I'm like, man, you rolled a nat 20. I probably should have went with that. My bad.
Oh. You're already dead.
Yes. It's almost like people have a cruel sense of humor bringing the dead back to work to enjoy their job.
Do you wish to rest in peace?
I wish to ride my fucking train. Now get on it.
I like his motivation.
His head is not worth collecting.
If you touch me, I'd advise you wouldn't.
Alright, kids, on the train.
Mic on.
Which one's the booze cart?
Mic off.
You'll find it as you get there.
Wait, did he take my ticket?
Yeah,
I
he
know
did.
I'm small. Okay. It's like, I'm
Don't
right
worry.
here.
Don't worry, ma'am. I trust
Oh, good. You
out
call
of
me
all
ma'am.
out of all of them, you seem like you'll probably give me the least trouble.
Yep.
And you just see,
Dead ass.
why are you talking about my ass?
Because he's dead.
Get
Charging
it? But
battery.
I hate all of you. That was him, not me.
Mic on.
He
How long this train ride, boy? We might get some
All right.
Just the
So-
test. I was serious, though. You are doing an excellent job.
Oh, thanks.
I like attitude.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry that my super expressive attitude is really infecting everyone riding this train. You can
No,
tell.
seriously, I mean, I'm sick of people always sucking my dick.
Do I want to know why you have that kind of appendage stuck to you?
Figure of speech, sir. Figure of speech.
I thought you were a female.
Booze cart, booze cart,
Nobody-
booze cart.
As Deadly and all of them are heading towards the booze cart, let me change the music because here.
Slightly turns to Diana. Am I really that flat?
Oh my
I
god!
think you're about to see.
oh,
Hold on, I will pause this for a minute. I will let this conversation play out.
I mean, she did say she had a. She did say
You're
that
about as
expression.
flat. Oh fuck! The conductor's probably got a quote for that as you're going. You're about as flat as this railway.
Time for the drink
Anyway,
car. Jelly, the drink car.
All right.
Very cutely,
Mhm.
Diana's gonna hold her hand out for Justice. Be like, we'll go together.
Okay.
Yes.
You see Jelly in
His
his
jelly-filled
in her-
hand.
Yeah. you have awakened the child. Anyway,
She is sassy and brassy, but she's cute.
yes, you're right. Anyway, let me throw the music on.
Oh my gosh, Jelly, Deli, and Jimmy.
I know. Anyway, as the party makes their way to the train, a cloud of smoke frees itself from the top of the train and begins its ascent into the sky above. Here, we can see a beautiful sun beginning to set on Hollow Swag, the sky burning a bright red hue as the day is slowly coming to an end. And in the center of this very graceful land rests a pillar of glass stained by the gleams of the sun's ray. And under those last few gleams, it starts to dimmer as the sunlight is swallowed whole and darkness begins to shroud as night begins to come over the land. Thank you, everyone, for coming to session 0 of One in the Chamber. I hope you all enjoyed. This will be hopefully a weekly thing. I'll try to, depending on my schedule and some other stuff, but I really enjoyed it and hope everyone else enjoys watching this. And if anyone else wants to plug themselves, go right ahead.
I am Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. You will be viewing this on our YouTube, and possibly, if we get everything sorted out, it will be on Twitch coming soon.
You want to plug Moogle or?
Oh no, I'm good tonight.
Okay, no problem. And thank you again for coming to the technically session 0 of One in the Chamber, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. All right, we can end it there. Then.
I'm
Caboose.
not sorry.